Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Well, quite. Welcome to another ZX Spectrum versus Commodore 64 comparison video. As I like to call it, Playground Wars. Haven't done one of these for a while. So in this video we'll be taking a look at Highway Encounter, I should say, released by Vortex Software in 1985. Also released on the Amstrad and the MSX. I have played this before. I absolutely love this game. There's a reason, by the way, I played the sequel and a bunch of games by Vortex. They were a very, very strong software house back in the day. Their games were reviewed very highly, especially on the ZX Spectrum. Had this back in the day, really actually quite liked it, even though I suck at it. So basically it's a 3D isometric puzzle solving game where you control one of a number of Vortons that basically look like Daleks, and you have to propel a bomb from left to far right through a number of screens. I think there's 30 in total, to blow up an alien base. Along the way you'll have to move stuff which you can use by firing your gun into objects that you can push around the screen and stuff like that to basically make a smooth path for the rest of your unit. If you blow up, you then become another one on the unit, so forth and so on until there are none left. Why did I want to compare this to the Commodore 64 version? Well, that's quite simple, because it's a 3D isometric game. Now basically the processor in the Commodore 64 is slower than that of the ZX Spectrum. Now you may think, but hang on a minute, the Commodore 64 was an absolute behemoth of a machine. Well, yes it was, but that's because it had stuff like hardware sprites in scrolling or something. I don't know, but I just know that the processor was slower than the Spectrum, and you need a fast processor to calculate all the complicated things to do with having 3D isometric graphics. So I figured let's have a look at the Commodore 64 version, because it's on my C64 Mini. Well, it's on the memory stick that's shoved in the side that MainMeister sent me the image for. And since I've never actually played the Commodore 64 version, and I love this game, I figured it could be a bit of fun to jump straight into it. So I'm going to have a go at a couple of puzzles so we can get a feeling, because I haven't played this in ages, and then compare it to the Commodore 64 version. This is the 48K version. There was no 128K version, so there is no music, unless you count that oddity on the title screen, but there are sound effects, but I apologise for the background noise. Right, let's get into it. We want to go with Kempston because I'll be playing both on joystick, so that's number 3. There we go, limited noises like I said, and now we want to go for 7, start game. Right, well, quite. There I am, Vorton number 1. So I will be at the back. Bottom left-hand corner zone 30, with 30 screens away. I am now in the front, but I have a white dome, awkward, which you can see means I'm life number 1, because obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th thing is the bomb. Power bottom right is that, so it has to recharge. Beneath that is time, so you do have time. Then we have score and high score. If I move out in front, they follow me. As a kid, I always thought it was about, staying in front and keeping it moving. It's not. You can be cheap. It's tank controls. You scroll left to right. Forwards is move forwards, and backwards is brake. This is what I mean about manipulating your environment. So the better way to play it, although you have to be very aware of your time, and I've never completed it, it's just to systematically clear your route. Fire will kill you. Fire is not your friend, in case you're wondering. See those things to the left of fire? You can move them as well. It will become apparent. Now, obviously, since we can't go out the sides of the highway, it means they have a rather interesting way to get around attribute clash, which I absolutely really quite like. So obviously it's playing to its strengths. It still technically is monochromic, but it looks very nice. And you've got to remember, this is really actually quite impressive for 1985. This is the first puzzle. Brake. You've got to be very careful with when you accelerate and the direction you're facing, because you will go tits asunder rather quickly. Don't do that, Dave. You need it. We may have ballsed this one up So what we need to do, yeah, I think, look, you can kill them off screen. I like that. Maybe I should move forward. Yeah, because look, also you can go back, which is an interesting touch. And because I thought I fucked that up, I do like the graphics in this game. They are both tasty and delicious. You can push it as well if you want. Push it real good. See what I did there? Right, so we want to blow that up. Takes a couple of hits. There we go. 48k, you know, limited sounds or not, I like it. I like it a lot. Right, we got to be careful, Shah, because I don't want to shoot the second one, or it's going to fuck me up. Bollocks. Well, there's a way around this, he says. Oh. Well, there we go. That's that one. I go up Shah. I may have fucked that up. But... oh, no. I think I may have got out of dodge. Right. Yeah. I mean, this isn't about me going, you know, for a massive, you know, problem-solving jaunt, if you will. Because it's a comparison video and I don't want us to get, you know, too far away from me. But if you watch my original video, I think I got maybe 10 screens in, which is pretty fucking good for me. The mechanics of the game were overhauled for Alien Highway, which is the sequel. So I'm not going to explain that here, but I have a video on that if you want to watch it to see what differences they made. I think I kind of prefer the charms of the original. Right. Break. If you move diagonally, I don't know if it's the way the game works or, you know, it processes the graphics or something like that, but that stops your speed going absolutely Harry Clappers. Don't. Right, there we go. So basically you've learned what you've got to do now. I mean, this is obviously a breaking you into it puzzle, isn't it? Right, let's have a little jaunt forward, but it means I can essentially tear up the middle now. Right, so loads of stuff here. I got deja vu now. Look, corn. Oh, well, look at this. There is slowdown, I think. All the bad guys remind me of ooh, bollocks. No, they don't remind me of that. I was going to say Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but no, War of the Worlds. Maybe the 50s movie, not the Shies and Tom Cruise one. Or that god-awful woke piece of shit that the BBC did and then had to introduce climate change in. But anyway, this video is not about that. It is satisfying, I'm not going to lie. Just carving them down. I'm not sure how we do this puzzle. But help yourself to corn. Corn? I don't remember eating any corn. I do now remember how we do this puzzle. Basically, don't, obviously trial and error, but, because it's a game for when you're a kid, but don't, like, you know, go straight in and thinking you got to do certain stuff, because if you do balls it up, although you can probably go forward and move stuff back, but you will pooch screw. Oh! Or your chance. Fucking hell, I thought I was dead then, of, you know, progressing. Right, shall we see? I'm going to take a bit of a, taking an awfully big risk here, Lord Vader. This had better work. Right, well I need to move that over Shah. Maybe I should have gone forward so I, you know, could see if I had to move it forwards. This is what I mean. Trial and error, take your time, let's have a little bit of fun. Life is a highway after all. See what I did there? Everybody's a critic. Can't remember those things kill you. Just bear in mind, or keep it, like, it doesn't hurt to think that possibly everything might kill you. Apart from those guys, because I've penned them in quite nicely. Right. Can I go through? No. But my buddies, oh, there we go. They should slide through that quite fine. So we just... oh, hang on. Run, boy, you're free now. I mean, it's such a simple idea. So addictive. This is why the best Spectrum games were like. It's what they were like, I should say, not why they were like. Obviously, I can touch my boys. That sounded awkward. Because they won't kill me. Yoink. So what are we on now? 25. Oh, hello. Well, good to know that they don't kill me. See the light flashing above my bomb? That means it's progressing forwards. We like that. This is where it could totally bite me in the ass. This is where you should possibly be in front. You know, in fact, the way I played it, you know, well, I'm telling you to play it now, it's possibly not the best way to play it. Right, okay. Oh, no, hang on, we're gonna... Ooh, stop here. I don't like being that close to fire. Yes. Death much? Me spitting. Come get some. Ooh. It's so satisfying doing that. Now there's obviously a puzzle up. Sure. Oh! Lovely bit of water there. Let's... Oh, hang on. There's still much death to be shot. Did I fuck that up? I may have fucked that up, but this should be enough for you to get the gist. We're gonna release the beast. This is the problem, because I want to be in front of it. Okay, so I can't. Oh, bollock! Hey! Nope. So it's gonna get in front of me. Excuse me. A lot of unleaded petrol in the air on this highway. There we go. Oh, this works. I was gonna go chew chew then, but never mind. 19. I think I'll let them go through there because... Run! Oh shit. This is what I mean. Uh-oh. Here you go. I have no idea how he made it. 16 screens in. Oh, well, he's dead, isn't he? This might be a new personal best. I never said I was any good at it. Oh my god, I love this game. Fucking love you, Highway Encounter. Can I fit through? No, I'm a fatty. Oi! Please enjoy the sounds of the actual highway outside. Run! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How the hell? Well, we go. 14. That's probably a new personal best. I can take the bomb. I forgot. Look at that. 13. Shit. I just knocked my Pepsi over. Oh, bollocks. That's probably my best go ever. Right, well, let's jump straight into the Commodore 64 version and see how it compares. I have high hopes. So, here we go, Highway Counter on the Commodore 64. Highway Encounter, I should say. I think it's safe to say we all knew that this was going to happen. Yeah, it's got title music. It's got some lovely Sid chip goodness. I have not played this before. I preferred the green on the Spectrum, but that's a small point. Different colour on the title screen. Now, dependent upon the way I cropped it, you may not necessarily see it, but the screen is not as wide. It's not as big as the ZX Spectrum version. I'm going to guess that's a resolution thing. I'm really not sure about that. What was the resolution on the Spectrum? What was it on the Commodore 64? But I think we can all agree we have some absolutely lovely, tasty and delicious music. Right, I'm playing this on my C64 Mini. This is a ROM. It was on the image that MainMeister sent me, so it's in the memory stick. So we're just going to go into it. I will edit out the virtual keyboard, mainly so it might be a bit choppy, but mainly because it kind of takes you out of the experience. So anyway, I have to set it to joystick, and then I have to press 5 to start game. Farty noise. Right, so smaller screen, you can see that. The colours are somewhat different, and your sprites are actually coloured, but bottom left is the time, which is now green. That's a small thing, I know. Your Vortons are to the right of that. Your power level is just white and not yellow, but when oh, it's a bit glitchy. Look, when I fire, it's a lot faster. Does anyone know if that's a C64 mini thing, or that's because of the game back in the day? Because as I said, it's isometric. It moves in the same way. The arrow is green this time. Sprites are all different colours. Possibly I shouldn't do that, although I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll tell you what I have noticed. Right, that was me dying off screen. I'm playing this on a joystick. I'm playing this on a retro bit. Everything's a lot faster. Is that an emulation thing? I honestly don't know. I'm not a fan of the colours, to be honest. Like the fire and all the crops look a little bit kind of off to me, as does my Vorton, but that's because I'm a Spectrum person. But everything's a lot faster. Everything seems to be a bit dialed up to 11. Can I... Where's he going? I can't go any further backwards, can I? Yes, I can. Oh, look, look, look. Bouncy, bouncy. There's a force field there. Did not know that was a thing. But yeah, look how quick I am. And chucking on your anchors. Look, it's really, really ineffective. Your Vorton is nowhere near as tight to drive as it is on the Spectrum. I mean, you would think, oh, burst of speed, cool. No, not if you can't stop straight away. This could possibly make some of the puzzles a little bit difficult. And the enemies absolutely pissed by. However, we're going to try and do it the way I approached it on the Spectrum, which is clear away. For my my buddies before I get there. So yeah, this is definitely a bit glitchy. Again, anyone let me know if that's a C64 mini thing or it was like that back in the day. I've not even seen videos on this. Death off screen, always a heartwarming sound. Oh, I'm not liking. Look, yoink, brakes. Ooh. Yeah, it's really difficult to stop. It's so oversensitive. This could be an issue. Uh-oh, we don't want to do that. We're going to have to go up Shah. I think it's fuckballs, Alien Highway, where the sides of the road are electrified, which I didn't like. I may have said that already. I don't know. We are not doing well. We might have to have another crafty go at this. I just want to do one puzzle. I just want to dance. Oh, there we go. We'll come through. Well, we're going to have to cut this way. It does seem to be the same as the Spectrum, which is use your diagonals. That works. It makes you move far slower, and this thing is so quick that you're going to need to do that. Might help. I can't, because of the lack of sharpness on the sprite, I can't kind of see which way my turret's facing. And when you can't see your turrets, that's always a bad thing. Oop. There we go. Right, so it's exactly the same game. To be fair, you would expect that. Although that's not always the case, but I guess, I don't know, same people put it. I do like the noises in this. I mean, obviously, there's no music in game, but just the general sound effects are far punchier. Whoa. Yoink. I have no idea. Does anyone know what reviews this got? By all means, let me know in the usual, you know, Commodore 64 magazines. I'm assuming the Amstrad version would have been more of the Spectrum, wouldn't it? Yoink. Right, so And also, like I said, what was the resolution of the Commodore 64 compared to the Spectrum? Everyone looks like an alien. Ooh, there's that glitching again. Ooh. And it's very tense. Sorry, everyone looks like an alien for War of the Worlds again. It's very tense like when they get on screen because they're so bloody quick. Ooh! You think, holy shit, I gotta shoot him, I gotta shoot him. I don't want to move forward too far. Oh, explosions off screen. Oh, that could be a problem. Can I shoot them? Yes. Look at that. We like that. We like that a lot. I'm going to go up here and shoot this way. Right, what are we on? Screen 21. Yeah, that glitching thing is weird. I don't know why I did that with my voice then. And again, the speed. It's making things a little bit awkward. Oh look, I've made myself a little fort. From which I can shoot death. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, it plays far tighter on the Spectrum. I honestly don't know. I don't like the fact that this goes so fast, or how fast it goes in this. Especially where you're braking. It makes manoeuvring amongst the aliens a little bit. Oh, that was like. And then when they approach you, very, very pensive and nervous. I mean, I know it's a system you grew up with, and obviously people are going to say you're a fanboy. In fact, I often get called a fucking fanboy. True story. I don't delete the comments either. Have a look. People get really upset when you side with Spectrum. Obviously I'm going to side with the Spectrum, but I am in this one because I think it's far more refined and the controls are far better. Whoa! Ooh! Jeez, I've no idea I didn't die then. And it looks sharper. But, I mean, that's not to say... Oh, I didn't do anything about this, did I? This is a bad version. It's essentially the same game. It's just a little rougher around the edges. But then, as I said, that might be a port thing. I thought I was going to disintegrate then like it normally does. Which is where you come in. Right. I mean, there is more colour in it, but it's a bit garish. I don't know. It's a thing with what you grew up with, which I guess I'm siding with the Spectrum, but I will say sprites are far sharper, which is generally a thing anyway, let's be honest. Right, there's my Vortons and my bomb. Oh, this is what I mean about the acceleration. It's like he's nitrous up. He's a bloody GTI. Oh! I generally shat my pants then. Uh-oh. Oh, they grow up so fast. Better catch them up. Oh, shit! Possibly not the best thing to be behind him, is it? All the tropes and the gameplay tropes, I should say, and how you manage this game are exactly the same, aren't they? I want to get in front. But I did not. Oh! Bollocks. Oh, he's still in there. Oh, that's it. I'm the last man standing. I forget about that. But at least we somewhat, to some degree, got kind of... Oh, at least we know that the dead centre of the screen is my bomb. So that will make things easier to line up. Because like I said, the lack of sharpness in the sprite, for me, is making things a little bit... difficult to... there we go, I should be right. To navigate. Am I alright? Or this is going to be... Oh! Yoink! Shit, come on. Oh, there's that glitch again. Oh, hey, come on. Bollocks. Well, that didn't work out as I planned. Run. But that did. Cheeky. So essentially it's exactly the same game, which is cool, because there is a certain cool charm to this, and you know, none of that's lost. It's just It's just the sharpness of the visuals. We could be dying in the same place here. Oh, there we go. It's the sharpness of the visual isn't quite there. And yeah, the controls are just, they're just insanely quick, and your brakes are a bit shit. Oh, anyway, maybe that's just me. I'm siding with the ZX Spectrum version, but as always, I'd love to know what you think. Did you play either of these? Did you play neither of these? You know, what's the deal with the resolution? Is this an emulation thing, or was it like this on the Commodore 64 back in the day because of isometric game styles? I don't know. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.